Welcome to online classes, students. So students, in our maths class today we are going to start about the types of fraction. In our previous video, which means part 1 fraction chapter 6, we learn about that what is the definition of fraction, how we can read it and how we can write it, the fractions, right? You can see exercise A and B we have done, right, in the previous one. So let's do the other one. But before do the exercise C, we will do some types. We will learn about some types of fraction, which is make our fraction very easy for us, right? For the betterment for us, I can say. So students, you can see the fraction. Fraction is a part of whole. So now we are going to discuss how the whole parts divided into parts and how we read and write it in their types. The first one you can see I have written like fractions. Of fractions which have the same denominators, which means the last one, which means this one, the lower one is denominator and the first one is nominator. And how we read it as 9 by 3 and how we write it 9 third, right? 9 third. And when we come to here, you can see these are they having same denominators. So that's why it's called like fraction, right? Come to the second point. Unlike fraction, a fraction which have different denominator, which means the lower part be different from the other fraction, that known as unlike fraction. Yes? Okay students, so you can see here examples are given to us like 1/4 and the other one is 6/7, the other one is 3/8. So you can see easily they are having their different denominators, right? So students, these kind of fraction, what they called unlike fraction. And we come to one part, that unit fraction, a fraction in which numerator is 1, which means the upper section number is 1, that fraction called as unit fraction. So as we having 3 types and 3 more types we will learn today, you can see the first one is like fraction where the denominators are same, and unlike fraction are those having not same denominators, and the third one is unit fraction which having the same nominator, right? So you can see the 3 types of your fraction. Now students, you can see I have written the third one, right? The fourth one, proper fraction. Now what is proper fraction, right? Of fractions in which the numerator is less than the denominator, which means the numerator, which means upper section number is less than the lower number, right? So as you can see the example, 3/7, 5/9. So 7 and 9 are greater than the upper one, right? You can see the numerator is less than the denominator. That's why it's known as proper fraction, which means that is proper, that is good, right? Come to improper, which means that is not proper for us. Why? Because in this fraction, a fraction in which the numbers is greater than the denominator, which means when the nominators, right, the numerator is greater than the denominator, right? Denominator is 15/18 and 11/7. You can see denominator is less than numerator, right? So you can see simply say what is improper fraction. So as we learn proper fraction and improper fraction, now we are going to learn about mixed fraction. What is mixed fraction? Mixed fraction is a combination of proper and improper fraction. So students, now you can see what is mixed fraction. When a fraction in which has the whole number and a proper fraction, right? Which means we having a whole number of it and we having a proper fraction it also. We can see this one is whole and this one is proper fraction, right? So this one known as this one is mixed fraction, we can say. And when we solve it in our at a one level, when we solve this sum, it's become a proper fraction. Okay students, so we have done our types. Now come to our exercise C. So you can see before the C you have to do the examples, because whenever we have go to our exercise, we always do our example first. So you can see here is some example more about fractions. Here are some more fractions. See how the parts and figures are divided. So you can see some 4 boxes are given to us like this. Students, you can see 4 boxes, right? So 4 boxes are given to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think I have given too much. 1, 2, 3, and this one is 4. So one is shaded. Okay, you can see. I will shade this one, right? So this one is shaded. Okay. So total is 1, 2, 3, 4. I will take 4 here. And how much is shaded? 1. And yes, how much is not shaded? 1, 2, 3. 3 over 4. This one is shaded. Okay. You can see in your page number 69. We can see on page number 69 that total parts are given, and then fractions, the shaded parts are given, and then the fraction of unshaded parts are given. See students, you can see simply here, these are 4 boxes, 1 box are shaded, 1. So you can see the total part is given here, the shaded fraction is given here, then unshaded fraction is given here. So the whole example is just like that. The shaded one, total, and unshaded one. So you can simply see that how the fraction are done here. Let's do our C1. So that one is the same as our example. Write the fraction for the shaded parts in it. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 parts, right? And 2 are shaded. So how we will write it? 2 over 6, right? So the first one is 2 over 6. And the B, where how many triangles are given to us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 are shaded, right? 2 are shaded, which means they are numerator, right? And the second one is denominator. And denominator are 5. And how much is shaded? 2. So how we will write it? 2 over 5, right? And come to the next one. How many circles are given to us? The C1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total of 5. How many are shaded? 1, 2, 3. 3 circles are shaded. So what we will do? We will write the fraction as 3 over 5, because the total circles are 5, which means the total denominator is 5 and numerator is 3, right? And the last one, where the picture is like that, like this, right? And how many boxes are given to us? Okay, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are given to us and 2 are shaded, right? This one is shaded. 2 are shaded and the total strength is 4, which means denominator is 4 and numerator is 2. So how we will write it? We will write like this, right students? So now come to the second part of your C, 6C. Divide the collection into 2 equal parts and write the numbers of object in each part. So students, you can see the balls are given to us. How many balls are given to us? We have to see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 balls are given into 3 parts, right? So we have to divide into 2 equal parts. 2 parts, which means in every part there will be 2 balls, right? As we have to divide it into 2. Now we having just, we can see like this. I know my balls are different than you, but don't worry, these are balls for you. Okay? My drawing is not good as you know. Students, so you can see the balls are given here, and we have to divide into two parts, right? Which means we will take as 2 1. So what we will do it, see, okay. I will take it two parts, okay. 1 2 or 1 2 1 2. These are, okay. So it's become 1 2, this one 3, this one 4, and this one 5, and this one is 6. So total is 6. So you can write on your balls is 6. And again in the flowers, you can see how many flowers are given to us. There is 4 row and the second row. So I can simply show you here. So flowers are given this. So we have to divide them into 2, right? So you can see we have divided into 2. So how many is given to us? 1 2 3. So there will be 3. How you can recognize it? See. Sorry, it will be 4. Okay. So 1 2 3 4. So that's all for second part. So let's do the other one. The other one, you have to divide each collection of 4 into 4 equal parts. Now we have to divide it in 4 equal parts. So you can see there are 4 stars in sequence. So you can do the as it is. If there is stars like this, I don't know how to make a star. Okay, I will do like this. For you, there are 4. Okay, now the picture is just like it. Okay, just to suppose, I know it's not so fine as your book. So you can see what they have to do. They have to give them a 3, right? Divide into the collection to 4 equal parts. So we have to divide into 4 equal parts. So you can see 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, and 1 2 3 4. In how many rows we have divided it? 1 2 3. So the answer is 3, right? And then come to this one. This one is 1 because we have to divide into one part, and the 4 B's are in one sequence. So we will take as 1. Okay. Now come to the fourth part, where divide the collection into 3 equal parts. So we have to divide into 3 equals part, right? As the triangles, colorful triangles are given to us like this. 6. So we have to divide them into 3. So you can see we have to divide it. So we can divide like this. Okay. You can see I have divided them into 4 sections, right? 3, 3, 3 and 3. So how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer will be 4. 4 divisions are there. Okay, so we will write it here 4. Okay students, let's do the other one. The last one of this exercise, you can see. This one is boxes, right? Or we can say squares. So how many squares are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you can see we have to divide them into 3 equal 5. So the answer of this question is, this one is from our fourth one, 6C. So this one is 5. We have to divide into 3 equal parts of the squares. So it will be divided into 5 sections. So students, what we have done today, we have done our exercise C. Types of fraction we have done. So learn it very carefully because the fractions types are very important, like unlike, proper, improper, right, the mixed fraction. These all are very important for us. So learn it and be safe at your home. Thank you.